Since I started my company about a year and a half ago, it's been a lot of trial and error and trying to find the right processes and systems and ways of communicating to make sure we're as efficient as we can be. And a lot of startup companies run into the same problems. These are my three top productivity tools that I have learned or been exposed to over the last year and a half that have been absolute game changers in our day-to-day operations. First one is Calendly. Highly recommend this. This is a awesome tool to drastically improve efficiency in your daily communications. Does this by linking your Google or your Outlook calendar and allowing your prospects or your clients or colleagues, any associates you have, to schedule a call with you or schedule a meeting with you at an available time on your, like I said, your Google calendar, your Outlook calendar. So if you have a conflict, it will obviously not show up as an available time to schedule with you. Um, and there's some really cool features that can be added into Calendly, which you'll see on the next page, but cuts down on massive back and forth emailing to set meetings, which is extremely time consuming. And if you don't have an assistant, especially if you're a startup and you're doing it all yourself first, the emailing is what will kill you. That could be a full-time job in and of itself. And this literally cuts it in half, at least in half. Not only will it save you tons of time and money by automating that scheduling process, but your clients will also love you as well because time is money, and your clients also are extremely busy and will definitely appreciate this feature. So here's an illustration of what Calendly looks like. Calendly.com. This is our link to the various meetings that we have set up. So we have you can set up a business call. We have a title service call, wholesale companies, asset protection consultation, and you can set up little prospecting questions within this scheduler. And what it will do is, depending on who is signing up, they will answer those prospecting questions, hit submit or select the time that's available for them and for you. And as soon as they hit submit, it will then automatically place that appointment on your calendar. You don't have to do anything else. And not only will it place it on your calendar, but it will show you the answers to all of the prospecting questions that you have integrated within these various appointments. So cuts down on a ton of documentation, note taking, as long as you can fill in those questionnaires and prospecting questions ahead of time. Amazing feature. Next is JOTFORM or Google Forms. So JOTFORM, this allows you to publish, and share questionnaires or forms where you might be seeking information from clients or prospects in order to help service them or process them. It has powerful integrations with other software programs that further automate your internal processes. These are things like payment processors, an e-signing feature, has integrations with Slack. So if you have a team of VAs or perhaps in-house and you want that form, once it's filled out and submitted by a prospect, instead of it notifying you as the owner of the company, which would then require you to um, forward that submission onto your team, you can also set up automated um, automated notifications to your other team members as well. Here is a good illustration of what that looks like. So here, this is an LLC formation questionnaire that we have as part of one of the services we provide. So this is what it looks like when you're building a questionnaire. So you'll go through and list out all of the questions. It will have um, predetermined options for you to consider. So name is one, address is another, phone number is another. It also has a multiple choice option, which you can select and rearrange as you wish. Here is what it looks like if you wanted to share that link with someone. So if I wanted to share the link to this formation questionnaire, I would just go and select the publish tab right here, which will take you right to this second page or second screenshot that I have up, and will allow you to copy that link and then share that with any of your prospects. Third and finally is Zapier. This is a program allows the users to automate workflows by integrating various web applications. So there's tons of software out there now for, tools and productivity and efficiency. And before you know it, you have 5 or 10 of those open and they're not talking to each other. Zapier is sort of the glue between all of those applications. It's a software program where you can create triggers and actions that serve as that glue and force those other programs to communicate with each other, instead of you having to go in and check every day and keep tabs on everything that you have open or all of the programs you have open and that you're using. So what you do is you start with a trigger which kicks off the automated process that you want to happen, which cuts down on a ton of time and, again, like checking up on your part between all of those apps. Then you can set an action. That is sort of the second step here, where you create a trigger followed by an action, which is what you want to happen automatically when that trigger is initiated. So here's what it looks. This is an example of what that would look like. So when I get a new lead via Facebook, as soon as that comes in, I want my team on Slack to be notified about it. So let's say that you have a business page and somebody enters their information, they subscribe to a newsletter or something like that. As soon as that subscription is placed or submitted, it will automatically trigger an action to happen, and that action would be notification to a team member on Slack or via email, however you would want to do it. So that is also a feature that cuts down on a ton of time, drastically improves your productivity and efficiency. Obviously, you wouldn't have to go in and check every single day because you can set that trigger and automated action to happen to notify your team.